Hey, Lake. Good evening. I am here. I was just getting some colors prepped. I just have some puddles of white with some small little bits of color to mix into them. I'm going to be doing the kind of bush line that's behind my main guy here. You can kind of see it peeking out from behind the railing of the gazebo. Also, thank you. I'm really excited with this piece. It's kind of refreshing and nice, and I'm loving painting it so far. But there's like a bush line that kind of is in all of these. It's very segmented, it's fragmented, it very like pops out here and there. And it kind of goes all across this kind of center. So hopefully my camera doesn't freeze tonight. It was having some issues last week. So hopefully if it does, I at least catch it pretty soon, pretty quickly. But I'm just gonna mix these colors up real quick. I have this new palette. It's a Stay Wet palette, so there's a sponge underneath this piece of paper that the paint's on. And then I can just like wet this before I go to bed and close it up in the airtight container and keep these paints. I had one of these a long time ago, but it was really big and bulky, and I obviously didn't take very good care of it. So it was kind of a mess. That doesn't really look much darker than what I've been using. Looks pretty much on par with everything else, honestly. And I want to add like the smallest touch of gray, but I don't really have gray. I just have black, and black's gonna be severe, I think. We'll see. It's a lot of purple. I added a bit of blue to the purple this time. So hopefully it's just a little cooler so it transitions into the blue a little bit better. You just got out your new sketchbook. Nice. Yeah, I'll be on for probably an hour and a half or two. I can't stay up till like 3:30 because I have to like help my husband paint tomorrow. I'll bring down the starting soon in a second. I'm just mixing these real quick. I mean, that one's pretty dark. Yeah, I'm trying to go outside of my normal color palette of intense jewel tones. There's still some intensity, obviously, in like the sun. You know, and I'm kind of inching the intensity in the more I get into the scene. I want the background to be definitely a little softer. But I'm still going to keep it all pretty subdued overall. I think the sun, honestly, the sun and reflective light parts will probably be the most intense bits of it. It's funny because it's a very Easter color palette, and I usually hate Easter colors. But I'm not using that much green. Normally Easter has a lot of green thrown in there. And I have teal, but I haven't quite gotten into green territory. All right. Hi. Oh my gosh, my camera is pointing so far down. Hold on. It's a little better. All right. They seem a little light, but I'm comparing it to this section because this is darker than the first section that I did. Yeah, I was going for more cotton candy. cotton candy, Candyland kind of thing. That's still not up enough. I think I really don't want to add any black. I guess I could just deepen everything by adding a little more pigment. I'm trying to see. These matte paints also dry darker than they look when they're wet, because the sheen just goes away. When they're wet, they have like a light reflective quality, but when they dry, it just goes away. Yeah, I think it needs just a tad more. So I'm gonna kind of switch it up a bit. I'm gonna do... the black is just so strong, it's gonna muddy up the colors so much. I just want to kind of deepen it a little, so I'm gonna add like a bit of this purple to the purple, which that actually is kind of a lot, but I think it'll be okay. And then I want to do this like reddish pink in the pink. It's like, I use this on the sun, but I'm just going to use like a very small bit of it. Oh, I need to shake it. Yeah, I don't know. I want to use black, but I don't want to muddy it so much that it just looks different, so I'm trying to avoid black pigment in general and just kind of muddy it by using other colors. Honestly, I'm still in the like very light background stage too. I could add like, I'm just gonna do a smidge more of this blue. Apparently the matte colors have like 40. I've only got a palette of like 12. But apparently this line has like 40 colors. I'd like to get more of them. They show up better with like on camera too, because with my other paints, it's like my light would reflect off of them and certain colors would shine and be very reflective. Darker colors typically are more reflective on camera. And light colors just get washed out because they're already reflecting so much anyway. Alright, I added a bit of this reddish pink to my pink. Yeah, see, I could muddy up this pink by adding like the smallest bit of green, but it would change the color so much. It would lose its like, it would just gray out. Honestly, this red didn't feel like it changed it too much. I'm just gonna use the pink to blend into the purple. It doesn't matter with that one because the purple's already darker anyway. Oh my god, I'm using so much paint. But the good news is I can use this later. Yeah, I deepened them just a little. All right. I think I'll just mix the teal into the blue too, a little bit. Doesn't look like it darkened it too much. All right. Okay. That's what we're going to roll with for now. We'll see how that goes. Honestly, mixing takes so long. And then I have a little bit of white for adjustment purposes. This chill Nintendo music. I kind of want to switch to something else. This Nintendo Lo-Fi is not really doing it for me. It's not working for me. Of course. Hold on. Extra hold on. We're good. All right, here we go. We got our colors. We're ready to do more bushes. For as long as I can afford to stay awake. I'm trying to be up by 8. So this is a very late start. But it's okay. Oh. All right. Let's see if I can get my mic as close as possible. I'm rolling. I don't want to just get a bad feeling. I'm going to like drag paint. And I may occasionally go off to the sides. Actually. I don't really need to. Start with a touch of white. The edge, the tip of the bush. A pretty pink is down. so light. Pretty. Even though you can't really see it, it's pretty to me. Deep in its own. We got a lot of ground to cover in one night. And not a long night either. This needs to be closer. And we'll phase it into teal. Seems lighter. Definitely feels lighter. Might let this dry real quick and adjust before I go further, just to see if it's like where I need it to be. Right now, it definitely looks a little light. It's still already a really pretty blend of colors, but it is looking marginally lighter than the last coat that I put on, which I don't want. I do find the lighter colors a little bit more attractive though for this. It's like, I don't know, the top one I did looks a little more washed out. This could end up looking washed out when it dries though, is the thing. I wish I had a way to accelerate it, but I don't. Really. I think it's the blue that's not that dark. I'm thinking maybe just a smidge of black and like the blue and the purple, but not the pink and the teal. The thing is, if I put it in the purple, it'll make the purple, yeah, I can't really put it in the purple because the purple's meant to transition between pink and teal. If teal doesn't have it, then it'll look off. I can't remember which one of these I opened. Oh, it was that one. Lucky first guess. So I guess I would have to add just a little bit of it to the blue. I don't really want to add it to the teal. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Oh, I just ruined it, yeah. It's so gray. I can use gray though. I mean, I'll just remake it, but yeah, that went full on gray. I literally dipped the tip of this palette knife into the black, and that's it. Full on gray. It's a pretty gray. Yeah, see how it changed? Oh my god. It went from like a robin's egg blue to like just gray. Black is such a intense pigment with paint. It just like, ooh, ate up that color. You can see what it was and what it became with like a pinprick of black paint. Well, let's remake that, I guess. I'll need a little more white. I'll just use this white puddle that I have. I can go a little deeper with it, I guess, maybe. And I need another white puddle. Yeah. Okay. Rich pastel blue, attempt number 2 here. I should have not added the black. I mean, I was like shaky on it, but now at least I tried it and now I know. That's just gonna take all that color out of there. So I gotta add a little bit of the teal. Basically, I'm using these other pigments as like, well, paints as pigments for the white. I have a cobalt teal, I have an ultramarine blue, fluorescent pink, and the purple is a red violet. I love this color by itself, but how intense it is. I guess I could try to add the gray in like the very bottom, where it would be the most shadowed part of the shrub. Because it is pretty. I mean, I don't hate the color. All right, and it's back. Pretty. We tried. We did get a good amount of drying time. Still pretty wet. Yeah, I still see some shine in there. I guess I'm just gonna roll with what I got here. See, my intention visually is for these bushes to look like they're glowing. I guess it's kind of working. I don't know. I mean, they definitely have like a glowing halo. But I don't know if I'd say they're glowing. All right. That's nice and soft. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. If I have to lighten or darken it later, I guess I will. Maybe I'll use the gray between the slats down here, like towards the bottom. Just to give it a bit more of a pop, because I think I'm going to leave the floor of the gazebo in a brighter color. I'm not sure what yet, but definitely like something like an off-white of some kind, probably. So I'm starting with a ribbon of white just kind of along the edge of my shape. Get that ribbon of white down. Work relatively quickly, then I skip to the pink. Do like a really rough and messy stripe right below the white. Easy. And then I'll kind of switch back to the white without cleaning the brush. Go over the white spot again, but there's so much pink in there that it gives me a nice, pretty pale pink. It's a little bit lighter than the pink by itself. And then a clean of the brush and purple where I want it to go. Then I'll kind of toggle between the pink and the purple on the brush without cleaning necessarily to get a nice kind of softer blend here. And this is all doing it on such a small scale. Like I have to go on an individual basis, shape to shape, basically. It's just such a slow process. But that's all right. It's all right. An hour here, an hour there, 3 hours. 5 hours. Well, I haven't gotten a 5-hour sitting on this one yet, but maybe eventually. One rainy afternoon on a day off when I don't have other shit to do, which is rare these days. But the fact that I'm up. Oh, it just turned midnight. The fact that I'm up is impressive for me in and of itself, so the fact that I'm here at all is a win, period. For me. Small steps. It's definitely lighter than this section. So when I'm blending, sometimes I go like cross-eyed just for staring at something a certain way. All right, so we got, this is like a blue section. Just that little tiny space. So it's kind of, I mean, the camera kind of picks up on it. There's a potted plant behind the slats of the gazebo railing here. I almost like the ground is like a white, but I don't want it to feel unfinished, you know? I don't know. I was also thinking like a deeper purple color. This rainbow came out kind of too deep. It could be like basically a little lighter than the rainbow, because the rainbow I'm going to lighten up eventually. I love the color of it, but I think it's just too dark. A lot of small sections here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do this bigger pink purple tip at the top. and then just blend upward into the purple through these slats. It's probably the easiest way to do this particular section. So ideally my goal with doing these white stripes is honestly to try and just cover up some of the pencil. I know I'm gonna have to do some outlining, but I want to try and at least give myself the option to not have to outline everything, so I can have a bit of a softer look, even though I love outlining. Like for some of these background elements especially, I don't know if hard outlines necessarily benefits the look and feel of this particular piece anyway. I'm wanting everything to feel kind of lighter, fluffier, wispier. Less hard, heavy outlining will benefit that. All right. Mostly pink, some purple. Alright, I think I can do a touch of teal, but let me finish this pink-purple blend. Alright. It's feeling a little too soft. The other ones I made kind of a hard edge pink area into a deeper purple area. But I seem to have made these ones too similar to each other. Oh, I think I messed up. Painted a spot that was supposed to be a white. We'll just cover that for now. We'll come back to that. Okay. Just going to continue to blend from the ground up. Oh. Oh, I'm getting hit with a wave of tired, and I've only been streaming for like an hour. I didn't think it would hit me this quick. I at least need to finish the center section. It looks like it's starting to dry a little darker. I do think it could still stand to be darker than it is, but I don't think I need to push it. Ooh, the details are coming in. This is kind of the start of it. It's exciting. So pretty. It's funny how doing these slats, like between them, gives it so much, like a push. Feels like a kind of starting on the next phase. This song is incredible. Okay, man. I wasn't sure if I'd like these railings. I did them in these kind of like curved lines. I wasn't sure if I'd like it, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, this little section's almost done. Doing these little blended stripes is not that bad. Oh yeah. All right. Still haven't figured out like what color the wooden body of the gazebo is really gonna be. I feel like, oh, just like a creamy, God, that was so loud. Just like a creamy white. At least to me, I feel like that would work relatively well here. But maybe not like a heavy cream white. All right, that's that section. I gotta do this little area, kind of running down beside his shoulder. This little area behind there. There's a couple little like peaks that come around the tree here. Oh man, I'm kind of like ready to pass the fuck out though, y'all. I thought I could make it till like 1:30 or 2, but not looking that way. It's looking pretty grim on that front. But the good news is I bought this nice Stay Wet palette. So I can keep these colors ready to go for another time. I do have Tuesday off again next week, so I have a God, I'm having trouble. I have a high likelihood of streaming on Monday night. See, I really like this pink of the bush into this like white background area. That's what makes me want to keep the ground kind of white. Oh my god, I'm losing it fast. I gotta at least finish these sections by the shoulder. I have to. Just have to closely monitor my yawns per minute. And if we get to say 3 yawns per minute, it's over. I kind of want to end a little early so I can play some Goose Goose Duck with Zeb as well. So maybe I will wrap it up here in a little bit. Hop over there for a few games before bed. It's his return stream, it's very important. But I just had to paint. You know? It's like one of my only opportunities to paint throughout the whole week. I know Zeb would understand. Zeb's just like that, you know? I think I'm okay with it being a little lighter than the middle one. I only find it slightly bothersome, which I think for now, I could change my mind in a day. For now, I'm okay. I'm looking and I'm like, yeah, okay. But my brain may need a few days to decide. All right. This is giving me like 90s drum and bass vibes, which would make sense. I think this is, yeah, 90s 64 Jet Force Gemini. Yeah, it's all coming together. Right. Should have an all right counter. I bet we get up there. It's funny because there's really, as far as the amount of surface area I'm doing tonight, it's very little, but because it's such in like cut into all these really tiny sections, it doesn't feel like it's taking me forever, but it totally is. I guess instead of just doing like the same, every tiny little section is like its own mini puzzle, I guess. Figuring out the arrangement of blending and kind of placement. All right, honestly, I thought I could stay up longer, but I think I have to just stop there. My body is saying go to bed, so I'm gonna do a quick little raid over to Zeb, play a couple rounds of Goose Goose Duck, and then head to bed. Thanks for being here, y'all. Sorry it's so short. My body's just like, mm-mm. I know, and I'm like mentally, I know I have to do painting at my husband's salon tomorrow, like wall painting. So I'm just kind of like, you should probably get some. Tomorrow's supposed to be my day off, and yeah. Like, I don't know where I put the. Oh, I put it down here. I'm like, where's the lid to this palette? But we got our colors. I can save those. Alright. You know, okay. I'm gonna at least finish. I've got to at least finish. My brain always says, for consistency's sake, you always have to finish one sitting this particular section. It just doesn't feel right if I don't. And it'll look different. It'll be all messed up. I'm so wishy-washy. I'm hoping like maybe 10 more minutes. It's very wishful, but doable. I am gonna raid Zeb though. I know he's gonna stream later than me, so that's the beauty. Finishing early. Get to go back over there for a minute. Like last time this song played on a mix, I was like, what is this? It's really good. Glover? Oh my god, Glover. Not Glover. The one thing I have noticed with these Stay Wet palettes is it thins out the paint if you keep the sponge too wet. So you have to like regularly re-wet the sponge, which also makes it like musty. It's not great. But it is going to allow me to reuse these colors. Oh! Noon. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Hope you're having a good night out there. If you prefer to lurk, enjoy that lurk. We are stone cold chilling, finishing up some stuff. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Hey. I'm working on yet another layer of background. I call it background shrubbery, foliage. It's really just curvy lines filled with some radiant color. And I love it. Oh, it's 7 a.m. where you are? Well, good morning. For me, it is 12:40. Good morning. I hope your day starts strong. All right, I have like a really tiny little spot. This has to be Diddy Kong Racing. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. I questioned my judgment at first, but Dark Moon Caverns is a bop. Solid, transparent, solid, transparent. Oh, I don't know what that means. It's a little too blue. All right. I'm having to do a layer shrub between the slats. Sounds like it could be Kirby music. It's not, though. I like the purple in this. I think it's the purple that's looking. It's dry. Well, over here it's dried pretty dark. Still, I don't think it's as dark as the second layer, but it's dark. Ooh. Sorry, I'm not very talkative. I am like hanging on by a thread. My body. My body. I know. I just really gotta get this section done. I really wanted to get basically to where I am, this little bubble that I just did. And this tiny little bubble here that I'm about to do. And then that's it. It's so pretty though. Also, hey Kirsty. It's late. How's the job? I hope it's gone well. I know it hasn't been that long, so probably hard to say definitively. All right. That's it. The rest can wait. I should probably re-wet the sponge. I'll be right back. Playing GGD. Yeah, I'm gonna hop on for like a game or two, and then go to bed. Let me take my camera down. Actually, I'll just go ahead and throw up the thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Zeb, and then I'm gonna join for a game or two, and then I'm gonna pass out. Yeah, I think it looks good. That's a good stopping point. All right, let me mute for a second while I wet this. I'll be right back, and then we'll raid Zeb. All right, get your heart emotes ready. Get those heart emotes ready. Kisses, hearts, loves, less than threes. Anything, everything, all of it. That was a short little stream, but it's what we could do. It's what my body said was okay. We'll do virtual hugs. All of this. Beautiful. All right. Thanks for being here. Mwah. Good night. Sleep tight. Sweet dreams. And I'll be back Monday night, most likely. And maybe a random night through the week and Saturday night. I'll be back around. Hopefully I can stay on next Saturday night a little longer. Thanks. Mwah. Sleep tight. Bye.